everyone. Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Fire and Ice, Chapter 6. And man, it was really hard for me to stop reading after Chapter 6, because it ends so well. But let's get into the first start. The Fireheart and Graystripe meet Tallstar. He kind of comes out and walks around Fireheart and Graystripe, and they just look forward, relaxed, no claws, peaceful. Tallstar sniffing him. ThunderClan. These are ThunderClan cats. People relax a little bit. And then they start to ask, well, what are you guys doing here? Fireheart shares how Broken Star was kicked out of Shadow Clan and how Wind Clan can return back to their lands. But they have to come quickly because the other clans are starting to hunt in Wind Clan territory. And when they share that, even though Wind Clan has actually kind of abandoned their territory, their fur spikes up and they feel a little, why are they in our territory? Graystripe says, hey, don't worry. I don't think they caught any rabbits. They're much better at catching fish. So I think they went home hungry. And that made Wind Clan feel a little bit better. But then they say, man, do you guys want to go? And so Tallstar says, yes, we're going to leave immediately. Now, Wind Clan is pretty tired, pretty sick, pretty beaten up. But they all get out and they start to move. Fireheart says really nicely, saying, hey, do you mind if we come with you? And that's kind of like a really nice way of saying, hey, you guys probably need help. Do you want us to help you? But if you ask, do you need us to help you? Oh, no, we don't need any help. Wind Clan is still strong. We said, hey, mind if we just come along with you guys? Yes, you can come with us. And so then they start to move out. They end up going through that tunnel that Fireheart had gone through and Graystripe. And they're a little bit scared this whole time. Wind Clan is like really, we say edgy. Like they're afraid it's a trap. There's bad people. I mean, they're just really scared of anything. But they end up going and they make their way to the tunnel. So as they get through the field to go to the Thunder Path, Fireheart and Graystripe are trying to help out a little bit, pushing some of the elders along. Fireheart even helps carry one of the kits, and he's like, hey, let me just hold this kit until you catch your breath, right? Because the mom was panting. And so she's like, okay. And then Fireheart doesn't like run off. He just stays by her so she can see her kit very easily. Until finally, when they get to Thunderpath, she says, okay, let me carry my kit. Now, the Thunderpath is a little bit dangerous. I call it here the danger path because the strong warriors and apprentices get across well. But the elders and the sick people, they have a really hard time walking across the Thunderpath. And so they're going like so slow, and Fireheart and Graystripe are trying to pull them and push them. Eventually, Fireheart even grabs one of the elders by the neck part and starts to pull to try to help him go faster. Unfortunately, it's not fast enough. Slowly, they can hear a monster coming. It's coming closer. Pull, coming closer. Come on, push, coming closer. Oh! No one died. The car had swerved out of the way of killing or smashing. I don't know how many cats were on the Thunderpath. Maybe 5. It was Fireheart, Graystripe, and probably at least 3 Wind Clan cats. But no one died. And they went off the Thunderpath. And the Wind Clan elders were just saying, oh my, thank you. You would have died for Wind Clan. We will remember you guys. And even Tallstar says, yes, we will share your honor for generations, but let's get out of here. And they take off. So, that was pretty cool. They get close to the two-legged house, and it starts to rain. It's night. It's getting nighttime. And they're tired. They haven't eaten anything. And Fireheart says, "Hey, Tallstar, do you think it'd be a good time to rest right now? It's gonna be raining anyways." And Fireheart is really good with how he asks Tallstar questions. I mean, if it was me, I would have said, "Yo, Tallstar, man, we're beat. We're tired. Your clan's gonna die. We need to rest." Then that would challenge Wind Clan's honor. No, Wind Clan can still keep going. But man, Fireheart, he says things in a way that is really easy for Tallstar to agree with. That's really cool. And so Tallstar says, "Yeah, you're right. Let's go hide in that ditch over there." And they say, "Oh, there are actually rats in those ditches. We might want to hide underneath this bush." And so they go over to a bush and they're hiding and they're getting all wet. And Ravenpaw appears. Whoa, Ravenpaw, he's alive! Oh man, so good. And not only is he alive, but he looks like he's been eating well. His hair looks great. He's not all stressed out. Tiger Claw is gonna kill me. He looks good. And the Wind Clan cats are really cautious when they see Ravenpaw. But they say, "Hey, he's okay. He's a loner cat." And they don't trust that he's a loner cat. But eventually they accept Fireheart's trust in Ravenpaw. And so then Ravenpaw says, "Hey, let me go get Barley and we'll get these guys some food." So he runs off, gets Barley. They come back. Barley just looks and says, "Whoa, you guys need rest. Come on, I know a really good place to rest." So they go off to a two-leg shelter. Now, one of the Wind Clan apprentices says, "Oh, a two-leg shelter. I'm never going in there. I'm not surprised a kitty pet wants to go back to a two-leg shelter." And Fireheart gets a little bit hurt. He flips around and he says, "You've been living in a two-leg hole. Does that mean you're a rat?" And then the apprentice gets a little angry. And so they start to get a little angry. I think it was Gray Stripe kind of says something, or Tallstar just says, "Hey, we're sleeping here for a night. We've been through worse." So they end up going in there and they don't get into a fight. And then Barley says, "Hey, look, man, you guys are tired. Relax here. I'll go get you guys some food." And Fireheart's going, Gray Stripe's going, Ravenpaw's going, although they try not to say Ravenpaw's name. And Barley, "But Wind Clan is still strong, so take this guy and this guy." So 6 cats go off into the woods, and they are starving, so they are alert, and they catch prey easily. Each warrior comes back with a mouth full of food, and they lay out the food, and all the cats eat, and all the cats are full, and they all go to sleep. Now, Barley's like, "Hey, it's nighttime. I'm out of here. I'm going to go catch some rats and kill some rats." And he even says to Fireheart, "Hey, thanks for sending me Ravenpaw. He's been really good." And he takes off. Now, Fireheart has some time to chat with Ravenpaw. So he tells Tallstar, "Hey, why don't you guys go to sleep? I'm sure you guys are really exhausted. We'll take watch. Me and Gray Stripe and Ravenpaw, you guys relax." And he says, "Okay." So they all go to sleep. And now, Fireheart, and Gray Stripe and Ravenpaw can talk about what's been happening. And so Ravenpaw just kind of shares his story. "Man, I went across the two-leg place, and now Ravenpaw's different. He's like confident, he's bold, he's reassured and cool and mellow. Like, he's really different. He's like, 'Oh, I came by and I smelled some dogs, but I outsmarted those dogs and it was no problem. Then I found Barley, and Barley's been great.'" And Firepaw's like, "Whoa, man, you don't care about the dogs? You're not afraid of the dogs?" It's like, "Yeah, just dogs, whatever." And then he just kind of shares, like, "Man, I've been really happy. Things are really good. Thank you for saving me." And then as Ravenpaw's sharing, Fireheart really feels like, wow, maybe Blue Star was right. Maybe Ravenpaw, maybe it was better for him to leave the clan. And he feels like, "Man, I made a really good decision bringing Ravenpaw here to Barley. Maybe this was Ravenpaw's destiny." They all fall asleep. Ravenpaw stays up and stands watch. When they wake up, Ravenpaw's gone. And then another Barkface. Barkface comes over near Fireheart, looks up at the clouds, and he goes, "Whee!" And Fireheart knows, this is a StarClan shutter. And Tallstar comes over. "Barkface, did StarClan speak to you?" And Barkface says, "Oh, the clouds are stained with blood. There will be many unnecessary deaths today." Oh man, and that's how the chapter ends. How can you stop like that? Oh, I need to read chapter 7. Okay, let's go through some vocabulary really fast. Defensive, meaning I'm protecting myself. I'm defending my body. And the Wind Clan cats are very defensive. Wary, cautious, unsure. Hunted, meaning you have been hunted, and that fear is still in you. Someone tried to kill me. That fear in your eyes, like when Ravenpaw talks about Tiger Claw, he feels Tiger Claw. Feel that fear, that hunted fear, and Wind Clan feels that a lot. And that is used a lot in this chapter. Tactful. This is how Fireheart talks with Tallstar, in a way that is thoughtful to get the best result. That is called tactful. Oftentimes we use it for like battle or war. The army is tactful in how it attacked the enemy. Emerged means come out. Billowed. This is like how smoke. Imagine a factory, okay? And the smoke kind of comes out and goes woo, and kind of puffs out. That's kind of like billowed. And the clouds are floating across the sky. Reluctant means not sure you want to do it. Okay, that feeling. I don't really want to, but I guess I will. I really don't want to, I'm not going to. But that feeling of not wanting to, reluctant. Genuine means real, true, honest. So Fireheart said, "I will do the watch with my friends. You guys rest." That was honest. He wanted them to rest, but he also wanted to speak with Ravenpaw secretly. Slunk is kind of like walking away in a low area, where he says, a wise warrior makes friends wherever he can, and this loner cat gave us food and shelter and rest. And he looks at him kind of tough, and the other apprentices go, "Okay," and they kind of walk away down. Slunk. That leaves us with our discussion question. So my discussion question is, would you risk your life to help someone else, much like Fireheart and Graystripe did? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.